Okay guys, I'm waiting for Clay to get feed. If you saw the previous video, you'll see that I was waiting for Clay to get feed, or we're driving down to get feed. And he was talking about the types of feed he's getting. So I'm outside of the feed store. Bailey's Feed Store, which is our neighborhood feed guy. And all the farming people come here early. Clay let me sleep in today. Slept until like 8:30, I think. And I asked him if he ate yet, and he didn't, so I got up and made him breakfast, and starting the day. But anyway, I have this little bag, and in my bag, well, I always have like something to do. I know it sounds really weird, but if you travel around a lot, after a while you get like, I can be getting something done. So I've got my little socks I'm making. So I'm making some socks, which it's funny, but sometimes I kind of pray about stuff, and it almost seems like I learn a new way to make something. So we'll show you these when I'm done. And I have some tissues from when I had my allergies. Just maybe what's in my bag, right? Scissors. And I have some mints. I've been breathing out my mouth lately because my allergies have been kicking in, but so pray for me. I used to have them really bad, but they've gotten really good. And this bag comes from Zoomer Sport, in case you want one. And this is actually a football. If you like sports, I got the football one. It's actually, this is a product review, just so you guys know. This is a product review. They sent this to me. They asked me which one I wanted. I said, send me the football one because Clay likes the 49ers. So, he really likes them. So, this is the football one, but it's a lunch pail. But I bring stuff in it because, like, we went to the auction and I brought this and it worked out perfect. So this is the Zoomer
You went to the animal fair?
Yeah, man, when we went to the auction. The last auction the prices were good, weren't they? They were normal. But that's what they'll say. They were better than the previous one.
Well,
they can't say they were good.
I'm telling you the reason why that was.
Okay, why was that? Mother's Day?
No.
Okay, why?
It's because the people who were bidding weren't paying attention when he said you buy one and you buy them all in the lot.
No, but they thought they were getting...
They thought they were getting all the chickens in the box or crate, whether there was 8 or 10 or 3. They thought they were all getting them for the price that they bid on it. And you have to pay for each chicken the price, or rabbit, the price that you bid on them. So if you bid $24.50, you're paying $24.50 for each chicken in that box.
Can you buy cement from him, this guy?
Why would you want to buy cement?
I thought about putting a patio on the back porch.
This isn't a cement factory.
Oh, I don't know.
This is a feed store, right?
I don't know what they sell.
And this was
Look at his Clay's
corn and oats.
Hey, he's got boxes too, like we do. He's got to get rid of boxes. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Medicated chick. I just want to keep track of. I keep track of my feed bill for the year, and I keep track of what I bought with that, because it doesn't always say on this. It just tells me that was so much.
What's today? Tuesday. When we come home, let's get the number. I guess I can look up the dentist number myself.
I've got the dentist number right in my phone.
Okay, well, I got to call him. He'll be happy to hear from me. I go to the dentist like every week.
Just call my phone and look up the number and call him on your phone. Mine doesn't have any minutes on it.
I had a bad problem with acid.
Not minutes.
Acid reflux will rot your teeth right out. It's a really pain in the butt. So if you've ever... Some people's mouths are what they call acidity. And Thrifty Chica, who, she's on YouTube. She talked about it one time. And some people have acidity mouths, and some people have base mouths, and that really explained a lot to me. But I knew that already before that if you have acid reflux, it's really bad. So I have to constantly
go. Acid reflux.
Yeah, but you don't have it like I do.
I have stronger teeth.
You have more of a base mouth, so I have to constantly go to the dentist to make sure my teeth are in good shape, which I do anyway. But this is that. My dentist said to me, he said, Ruthie, he said, people are supposed to keep the teeth together forever. He goes, if they don't eat. He was laughing. And when I went to my doctor, I said, I'm worried about my weight. He said, Ruthie, it's hard. So they know that, I'm trying to do its best. But I go to the dentist like once a week, usually, right? Now I do. During dentist season to get everything all lined up, and then
When is dentist season?
well, all the insurance
That's
money and
year-round.
all the extra money, and then after that, we what we do is my teeth should be done, and then it'll be done for the next 10 years, right? Again, so it's such a pain in the butt. But you gotta brush and floss and do all those things that you do anyway.
They
but
know what to do with your teeth.
But I know, but if you well, I guess I'm sharing this. If you have an acidic mouth and you're brushing and you're flossing and you're brushing 3 times a day and all that stuff, and you're still having issues and you have acid reflux, don't crucify yourself. Just go to the dentist and he'll, fix you up and see you get a little cavity. Just keep going too. It's just a way of life, right? It's like going to get your hair done. Just get your teeth all.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
So I say that because some people, they don't want to talk about some of the things that we talk about, because they feel embarrassed, and I'm not happy about it either. But I just got to take care of it. And
We also have to pick up we have to pick up a bag of potting soil
yes.
for the cups in the bottom of the buckets. We can get that right at Senzadas.
Okay. Are we going to Zenzadas right now?
Yes, because I have to have a bag of potting soil, and I start the buckets,
Okay.
and I also have to have some.
If you look
tomato
around,
plants.
she won't have any African violets. That's why I like to get them when I'm out of town, because they don't have them up here. I don't want to sell mine. In fact, I think I killed mine last year because I just cut them back too heavy. So this year I'm on a new thing. I'm just going to see how big I can get them rather than how many I can get,
That
right?
Makes more sense.
Yeah, so. Well, last year I was like, oh, I love African violets. I want to do this and that. And it's like, there's so many nice places. And you can buy those online and stuff too if you can't get the colors that you want. They're even on eBay. So, Clay will reward me more if he sees them living rather than dead, right?
Yeah, I'm not spending all that money on plants that are going to be dead.
So, the only things that really made it big in my house this year were the parlor palm,
The bamboo.
the bamboo, the pothos, and the African violets. They didn't flower all winter, but if you're like us and you put plastic on your windows and you got heat going and you're trying to keep your house warm and you're up in the frozen chosen land, right? Then make sure, those plants live for me. Because it was pretty dark in the house and they all made it. Everything else gave up the ghost. They've gone to yonder. So, anyway. So this year, too, I'm starting to think about growing some flowers, but I'm going to probably do them mainly by seed, just because we have to put the money into the food. Because that's what you do, right?
I could have got the feed afterwards. I keep forgetting today is not Saturday
I know.
because I'm on vacation, so it's hard to tell what day of the week it is. I know it's Tuesday.
Can you open this for me? Because I have one hand.
And I open them with one hand.
Oh, you have one hand too, don't you?
Yeah.
This is a butterscotch. I got this butterscotch at the Dollar Tree in Baldwinsville. That's where I'm from anyway, guys. I was born in Liverpool, and I was born well, I guess I won't say where I was born, but
I was born in a hospital.
I was so high.
I was the only one in my family
Oh,
that was.
I was the biggest baby. Weren't you the biggest baby?
Third biggest baby.
Third biggest baby. He's a baby.
Well, I wouldn't say it was a baby. It was 12 pounds 9 ounces. That's
I don't know.
almost a month-old child.
He was a toddler.
I was almost a toddler coming out. And my mother had the mumps when she had me.
And my
So she was in 2 worlds of hurt with the mumps and pregnancy.
And my baby only weighed 6 pounds.
And they had to keep her away from the other prenatal women because they were afraid they were going to get the mumps. So she was in her room all by herself. And once I was born, and the nurses all thought my mother had died, so I had long curly hair when I was born, so they were putting it in ringlets.
Was
and
it
everything
red?
else. I imagine.
He was a little.
And they felt sorry for the baby because the baby was born, his mother wasn't there, and my father came up to see how I was doing, and they told him how sorry they felt for the baby, and he didn't think anything of what they were talking about. He just, he'll be fine. And they thought he was a mean man for not worrying about how the baby was going to do with the mother being dead. And the mother wasn't dead, but they didn't know that. So they thought he was mean, didn't give a care about his wife just dying. That wasn't the story.
And he was a mama's baby. His father.
My mother loved me.
Oh, she did. And he would go out into. His father would go out in the woods, and Clay would sit in his mother's in the car.
We would sit in the car. Mom would either braid rugs or hook rugs with burlap and
you'd help
cloth,
her.
and yeah, I'd help her a little bit, but I also had things I was doing in the back seat.
What were you doing?
Just toys or whatever. I wasn't that big. He took Mark and Rick out into the woods because they were a little bit bigger and could take and do some of the things he needed, like hooking chains on logs and things. He was a logger and a horse farmer.
And that's what Clay grew up as, a logger and a horse farmer?
I wasn't a logger. By the time I got up and around, my dad wasn't doing the logs as much as he was cutting firewood.
Right, but you had to work with the wood.
Yeah, I had to work with the wood.
Here's the garden store, so I guess we better hop out and get some veggies. Get the cart and let's get going, right?
Yeah, we need some vegetables.
Okay, guys, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. And these guys were closed, and they opened up on Mother's Day.
They do every year.
Every year. God bless, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.